Hello everyone, Dan here from the Next Issue Podcast. On today's video, I'll be doing a review of Aquaman Through Fire and Water #1. This is a new book from DC Comics. Let's take a look at the creative team, then we'll talk more about this book. This book is written by Ethan Sachs with art by Tom Derenick, hi-fi on colors, and letters by Josh Reed, a cover by Fika Osio. So this book popped up on my DC Infinite app. I don't know if this is going to be released on print. I didn't see it. I didn't see it on my. Um, I didn't see it on my shop when I picked up my comics. But I saw it. I wanted to read it. I like Ethan Sachs. I think he's a fantastic writer. I don't know if this is related to the Aquaman film. Maybe it's something that they dropped to kind of go hand in hand with the digital release of Aquaman 2. That could be the case, but I'm not sure. So I don't know if this is related to the film. I think based on the art and the outfits and kind of the characters that I see here, this is more of uh, a tie-in into the film. So wanted to check it out anyways. So in this issue, a catastrophic explosion has a deep sea oil drilling platform to start sinking towards the bottom of the sea and unleashing a massive oil spill. Aquaman must race to the scene to rescue the workers trapped inside. Once on scene, Aquaman comes face to face with his arch nemesis, Black Manta. Can Aquaman defeat Black Manta before the drilling platform implodes? It's pretty interesting because I've seen the film. I think this could very much be a tie-in into that, like a little in between the films. This is kind of what was going on. It definitely looks that way just from the characters. I'm not very familiar with Tom Derenick and the art, but I think it's very much into the style where they're not trying to get photorealistic characters, but they're definitely trying to give you those vibes of like, this is Jason Momoa Aquaman, right? Especially because of the hair color. You also see his dad, who kind of looks a little bit like Tamara Morrison. So it was an interesting read, a very quick, very straight to the point, very basic. But I think it captures a few things: the laid back character of Aquaman, also how much Mera kind of like distrusts the surface world. We don't get to see that much in the films on either film, really, because it's really more about Aquaman and their relationship. But we definitely get to see Black Manta attack, probably as he's trying to get vengeance. I'm gonna rewatch the film and figure out if it's even hinted at. I feel like the film has a few things that were maybe left on the cutting room floor as well. So, but let's take a look at some of the art here. And as I mentioned, very straightforward, no likenesses. Just this looks very DC house style. Um, I feel like the pacing is very quick on here. Like we very straight away go from Mira doing shenanigans over stopping pollution of the sea to the family hanging out to like the big rumbling happening, right? And things escalate very quickly. Aquaman very quickly shows up. Uh, I think the art might be a little divisive depending on what kind of style you like, but like I said, this to me looks very house style. There are some really cool sequences later on. I like the big blast, like just big effects, big sound effects, like really emphasizing this is a superhero film. So I think that's very interesting. And like I said, the story is very straightforward. We get to see some really cool fights. I really like the fighting scenes are probably the highlight of the issue for me. And yeah, I mean, in the end, Aquaman's gonna save the day and kind of keep moving forward. So I think it's interesting. Like I said, it's something you can read for free if you, well, I guess not for free, but you can read it on the DC app if you already have it, the DC Infinite app. So it was very interesting to kind of check that out. It was a neat surprise because, like I said, I was not expecting this book to come out this week. I had to do a little bit of research into it, and I just kind of came to that conclusion that DC probably dropped something to commemorate the release of the film digitally. So yeah, we have reviews for Aquaman 2, Lost Kingdom. If you haven't seen those, check that out in the channel. And of course, stay tuned. We will have more comic reviews, trailer reactions, TV recaps, all that fun stuff here in the channel. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye bye.